Hi, GED students. It's Mrs. L with the Math Practice Test Series for the GED. And so today we're looking at question number 3. This is a word problem. Let's go ahead and read this together. Annie is planning a business meeting for her company. She has a budget of $1,325 for renting a meeting room at a local hotel and providing lunch. She expects 26 people to attend the meeting. The cost of renting the meeting room is $270. Which inequality shows how to find the amount, X, Annie can spend on lunch for each person. Okay, so anytime you have a word problem, you kind of need to break it down, figure out what important information they're giving you, and also understand exactly what it is you're trying to find. So right here, it tells us her total budget is $1,325. That's the maximum amount she can spend. And it tells us that she needs to rent a meeting room and she needs to provide lunch. So there's kind of two things going on. We have two costs that we're going to have to add together. So we're going to have to add, let me change to my pen here. We're going to have to add the cost of the meeting room and the cost of lunch, okay? Meeting room cost plus the cost of lunch, and it has to total less than or equal to the budget, which is 1,325. Now, let's talk about this less than or equal to. So when you're given a budget is a maximum amount you can spend. You can spend exactly that amount, or you can spend less than that, but you cannot spend more. So that's where this less than or equal to symbol comes from. And also, hopefully, you remember the greater than and less than symbol. When I was a kid, I learned that it's like an alligator's mouth and it opens up to the larger number. So that is a way to remember, which way it's facing. So when I write this over here, I'm going to put it as opening up to 1,325 because 1,325 must be greater than or equal to what I spent. Okay. Now let's keep going through the word problem and look for some more info. She expects 26 people to come. That's going to be important. And the cost of renting the meeting room is $270. So that is a flat cost. It's just, it doesn't depend on anything. It doesn't change. It's just $275. So we can kind of jot that down right here. We know that the meeting room is $270. We know that our total budget is 1,325 and we have to stay less than that. So all that's really left now to calculate here is how do we figure out the cost of lunch? Well, total cost, let's get back to my pen. Total cost equals number of people times cost per person, right? So if I had 10 people and it costs $5 per person, the total cost would be $50, right? So we know, I'm going to get that out of the way. We know that the number of people is 26. What we don't know is the cost per person, and they want us to use the letter X to represent that. So the amount X that Annie can spend on lunch per person. So 26X is the total cost. So up here, the total cost for lunch is 26X. So here I've got my equation, $270 for the meeting room plus 26 times X, which is the cost of lunch. There's 26 people. It costs X dollars per person. So 26 times X is the cost of the lunch itself. And those two things added together must total less than or equal to my maximum budget. So if we look over here, we can see that answer choice. The first thing I look at is I'm looking for the greater than or less than symbol. It's got to open up to the 1,325, right? 1,325 has to be greater than or equal to what I spend. So that eliminates this one and that eliminates this one because the inequality symbol is facing the wrong way. So now which of these choices match up to what I wrote out? It's letter B. Notice that I had written 270 plus 26x and they've got 26x plus 270. That's okay. Just like 3 plus 4 is 4 plus 3. Addition doesn't matter which one comes first. So the correct answer is choice B.